Well, it's an enormous human tragedy and a natural calamity, perhaps one that was waiting to happen because there have been warning signs before as well. Let's take you through exactly how it unfolded. From what we gather, South Lonak Lake, which is a glacial lake in the upper reaches of Sikkim, burst. That's the starting point of the river Tista, Sikkim's biggest river. It's known as Glacial Lake Outburst flood, or a flood caused by a sudden burst of a glacial lake. Yes, there could have been heavy rainfall as well. But in fact, satellite images show how quickly the lake shrunk. The lake is at about 17,000 feet above sea level. This is important because when it's just a cloudburst or rain-related floods, the suddenness and magnitude is not as severe as in the case of a GLOF. All this water flowed down from 17,000 feet where the lake is, wiping everything on its way to Sikkim's biggest hydropower dam, the Chungtang Dam. This is at about 5,000 feet above sea level. This is the Tista hydropower project. So the water with boulders, soil, whatever else it picked up on the way just flowed straight into the dam, which burst, which gave way and was destroyed by the sheer force. The dam is managed by the National Hydropower Corporation. It's at about 5,000 feet, as I mentioned. So water was flowing down from about 12,000 feet down from the glacial lake in full force. Chungtam was also the worst hit in Sikkim floods of 2011 and has perhaps received the worst damage this time as well once the dam burst. The burst of that dam led to massive flooding downstream areas. As per the Central Water Commission, the Tista was flowing well below the danger mark, and in a matter of around 6 hours, it started flowing well above the danger mark. That's just to emphasize the enormity of the flash floods and the suddenness with which the water started hitting the banks of the river. Floods in all downstream areas of the river, severe damage in Mangan, Dikchu, Singtam and Rangpo. Bardang, one of the towns in the banks of the river, was where we believe 23 army men were swept away, went missing. Search and rescue operations are on. One of them have been found and rescued. The hunt is on for the rest. Of course, the death toll, the calamity, the disaster and the impact of this will continue to unfold because of the remoteness of the area in terms of communications. Remember, road communications, road links to Gangtok has been cut off because of sections of National Highway 10 being wiped away by these floods. The river flows down, remember, towards West Bengal and goes into Bangladesh through the Chicken's Neck. So expect a lot of damage all along the river banks across the board, which is what we are receiving reports of. This will continue to unfold. We'll have to status check on which the areas are, what the natural losses are in those areas. So the impact could be felt across several areas downstream.